If you have a child who struggles to lose in any game, it can be a family game, it can be a sports activity, whatever it is, they don't like losing. And as a result, they either become completely dysregulated, maybe there's protest, refusal, they decide that they don't want to play in the game anymore. I want to offer you this reframe so that you can better connect with what they actually need in that moment. So if a child is demonstrating a lot of sort of upset every time they lose, 9 out of 10 times as parents, this can become triggering. And what we tend to do is we try to offer them an explanation, and we try to explain to them that, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. And when you lose, it's good to be a good sport and to tell the other person good job. And we get really informational and we want to give them instructions on how to work through it. And the truth is, at that moment, your child is really struggling with an outcome they don't like. They don't like that outcome. They wish it were different. And this brings up discomfort, frustration, whatever it might be. So the solution to the problem is, instead of going into explanations, information, which, by the way, they already know all the things you're saying, it's to actually just allow them to struggle and refrain from judging the situation. So what does this look like? They get upset that they lost. They start to have a big response to it. Maybe they become emotional, argumentative, whatever it might be. And 9 out of 10 times we want to fix it and we want to stop it. So instead, you just say something like this. Hey, I get it. I know it's really hard to lose. I don't like it either. I get that you're upset. You can be upset for as long as you want. You just can't keep playing the game until you calm down for a full minute. But I bet if you try again, we'll see what happens. Maybe you'll win the next game. But resist the need to get triggered by how upset they get. That's usually what happens. We don't like that they're that competitive. We don't like that they go to this kind of quote unquote dark place every time they lose. We want them to have a more balanced response. So what we try to do is we teach and we talk and we explain and we say, you win some, you lose some. And we come up with all these different sayings to remind them that that's life and that's what happens and you're okay and you're safe. And all those things are important. But all you need to do in that moment is, 1, express empathy so they feel seen. And number 2, let them feel frustrated, let them lose, and let them come through it, self-regulate, and then resume whatever it is that they want to resume. So a lot of times parents will ask me well, what do I do if they're ruining the game every time we go to play, or they make it difficult for the other contestants or the people who are in the game? You want to remove them then. You want to take them into another space so that they can work through what they need to work through. Again, you're not doing it to punish them. You're not doing it to say you're acting so bad right now, we're going to go in the other room, because you're making it totally unenjoyable for everybody else. We tend to kind of get on our soapbox in these moments, and instead what I'm offering is, let them lose, resist judging it, and allow them to self-regulate before they resume something else. This will ultimately teach them the skill of dealing with the frustration that comes with an outcome they don't want, and as a result, they'll get more resilient and better at dealing with that process.